Welcome back, guys. I'm Casey with the Upper Room Art, and it's been a few days since I've posted a video. I try to get a couple out a week. It's Friday, finally Friday. I hope y'all are having a good one. I have been working with colored pencils this week. I originally purchased me a little pack of cheap colored pencils, some Crayola ones that I've been working with. And so I'm going to rewind and go back to where I'm starting these drawings. So come along and let's see how my color pencil drawing evolves this week.
It is Tuesday here in East Tennessee, and it's supposed to be near 70, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm probably going to head outside and play around in the greenhouse a little bit. I'm currently using Crazy Art pencils and Crayola erasables. But at some point, I'm going to look into getting me some nice colored pencils. This is just going to be a quick practice drawing with the Crayola pencils to see how they do with just some fun colors. Good morning, it's the next day. You can tell it's early. I haven't got my lamp light on and I have just the curtain cracked, so there's a shadow on my art. But last night I decided, late before I went to bed, I wanted to add a little church, which I thought turned out so cute. I haven't completely filled it in with color yet, but I wanted it to be a white church, so I didn't color it. I just added a little bit of shading with a gray pencil. And so I'll finish that later today. And I had a little gap right here, so I decided to put a tree there. So I'm working on that today, but I currently have to take a little break because I need to go to the grocery store. All right, see you guys in a bit.
Good afternoon. I've made my way back from the grocery store, and my desk looks like art blew up on it. I wasn't going to clean it before I left, but I've got all my colored pencils out because I'm still working on my little drawing. All right, I think I'm going to do a little time lapse here while I work on this tree. Hi guys, I'm not currently at my art desk, but I am in my car. I'm at church, and my husband, he has a little thing he has to do early at church tonight, so I am gonna draw before church starts. And I have brought my supplies, a few of them. We'll see if this works. I've got my pencils right here in the car door. I'm gonna try to fill out this little area right here and kind of color this in. Maybe like a grassy area is what I'm thinking. So I decided I was going to put, I think that's going to be just like a little sidewalk right here, and I put like a little curb, and then I'm going to have a row of greenery right here, and this is going to be the main road in front of the buildings. And I'm sorry, I'm starting to lose daylight, so it's getting kind of grainy. Alright, so I think what I've decided is I'm going to do a row of bushes right here. It is about 6:15 and the days are still kind of short. We're mid-February, but they are starting to get a little bit longer. We're noticing after dinner, it's still bright out, where about a month ago, it was dark already, just pitch dark. So my husband and I are pretty excited about that because it means spring is right around the corner. call it quits for tonight. Fixing to go into church. We have a message and a prayer meeting afterwards. It's just such a refresh during the middle of the week.
Well, it's the next day. We had a wonderful church service and prayer meeting, and I'm going to start working on these bushes. Oh, I also meant to say, I did this on watercolor paper right here. This is hot press, and I liked using this as opposed to my sketch pad because it's so thick, and I love that for drawing something. It just feels so professional. So this was a little village that I sketched out, and I basically, a lot of times I'll look at little things on the internet and I'll get ideas of like little houses, and I'll put, and I'll take different photos and I'll kind of mash them together. So I'm not like copying something. But this one, I was just like, I'm going to just make this up as I, do each little house. And I did. I used a lot of my own ideas, and I found some, I'll look up little window ideas that someone else has used, and I'll put it in my little creation, or just like the brick little wall here and the church, and I thought to add like a little stained glass window, and I found a little steeple on another drawing I added to mine. So I just kind of get ideas. Sometimes I do need inspiration, and then I'll add my own colors, but it just come out really cute. And I was going to originally paint this, but I decided to use my colored pencils, and I hope the lighting looks okay. Last time I held something up in front of this window when I was filming on my phone, and I thought the colors didn't look original to my paintings. And last night I decided to add a little bit of gray to the bottom for like a road, and then decided to add color to the sky because my dad was like, oh, it needs a blue sky, and it did really actually cause this picture to pop and look so much better. And I might not be completely finished yet. I'm thinking I'm going to add a little bit more gray for the road, and I may add some more color to the sky, maybe a little bit more depth right here, and make that a little bit darker. So I'm probably not done with this. Now I will say, this was done completely with Crayola colored pencils, and I think that they turned out wonderful. I'm really curious to see what professional grade pencils will do, because I found that some of the pencils blending was a little bit harder. It was just harder to get them to blend, and after I had several layers, it's like when I was going to add another color on top of a layer, it wouldn't go on. And I do have watercolored pencils, and I've not tried them just for something like this, but I may step up and do another one in some professional art pencils. I've also started a Bible illustration, and I'm still in the book of Joshua. But at church, we've been talking about David, so the wheels started turning, and I was thinking, David and Goliath. I can't picture something in my head. I'll look up some images and get some ideas, off the internet, and so that's what I did. I found like an image, and then I was like, I'm going to convert this into a colored pencil. So there is Goliath, and I have put... Y'all, I'm getting really hooked on these color pencils. So far for Goliath, I've used about 7 different colors. So I've got a black and a gray, a dark brown, and probably like a burnt brown, a little, and then like a golden yellow. And so I'm mixing these colors. Oh, and a red for his hat. I mixed that in as well. And I'm sorry, can't give you the exact colors unless I look them up. This is like a 121 is what the name is on the red, and I would have to look all those up on my sheet I've got. But those are the colors that I've used for him. But I'm thinking if I had like a vast array of some different colors, it would be easier to mix and blend some just really unique things. But I think it's turning out really good. And so stay tuned for the next video, because this is what I'm currently working on, and we're going to add a little David in here and a background, and I hope that it turns out really cool looking. I hope you guys have enjoyed my video, and I love hearing from you guys. I love tips, just comments, of just having the community on here and being able to talk to people. It's really cool. So feel free and please comment. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to see you soon. God bless.